words, has some of the loosest, most confusing, and most contradictory terminology of any industry I know. For instance, one very common term, galley, could refer to 3 or 4 different things, and the very item editors work on continues to be called a manuscript, which properly means a document written by hand, when today every author delivers his work by computer. As the list of activities suggests, the title editor is misleading too. What the word editing connotes to most people, correcting and improving an author's text, is only a part of what book editors do. It's a big slice of the pie, but far from the whole pizza. The Latin origin of edit, addere, meaning to bring out or to put forth, usefully expands our understanding of the role. Editors take the work of authors and put it before readers. Another word for that activity, of course, is publishing. And another instance of our fuzzy professional vocabulary is the overlap of editing and publishing. In some languages, editor and publisher are the same word. Everyone in a publishing company, from the website designer to a picker in the warehouse, is by definition part of that process. But editors have a special position as the professionals most closely connected with the book and its author. Editors are responsible for finding works to publish in the first place, and for steering each one through the serpentine pipeline of the publishing house into the marketplace, tending to the author's needs and psyche along the way. An old publishing adage has it that an editor represents the author to the house and the house to the author, and this is true but incomplete. The editor also represents the reader to the author, and vice versa. To edit a manuscript effectively, you must put yourself in the shoes of someone who's picking up the book with no prior knowledge of the author or the project's history. At the same time, you must grasp what the writer is trying to accomplish in the book. Sometimes this will be more evident to you than to the author. And to publish a book well, you must combine that understanding of the author's vision with your knowledge of the marketplace, of what readers are looking for and how they find it. The editor, then, is a connector, a conduit from writer to reader, but also a translator, improving the communication from each to the other. As our snapshots of Publishers Row revealed, editing takes in a wide variety of activities. Sometimes one person carries out all of them. Sometimes they are distributed among multiple individuals, depending on the type and the size of the publishing house. Our time has seen enormous and still ongoing changes in the industry of book publishing. The technology has been revolutionized, the retail landscape has been transformed, and even as commercial publishing has increasingly become the domain of huge corporations, small publishers and self-publishers have greater presence in the marketplace than ever before. A publisher now might be a multinational corporation like Penguin Random House, a small not-for-profit literary firm or university press, or even an author publishing his own ebooks from his kitchen table. Some have wondered whether in this brave new world editors will become obsolete. I doubt it, because whatever form publishing takes, unless it is defined downward to be something like blogging or handing out photocopies, the editorial functions explored in this book will always be critical to it. That self-publishing author doesn't have a business card saying editor, but as soon as he reads over his work to get it ready for uploading, or when she writes a description for her Amazon page and wonders how to make it sound appealing, she is one. The purpose of this book. For all the transformations mentioned before, some aspects of publishing remain little changed since the 19th century, such as the way people in the industry learn their craft. Almost no American publishing house has any formalized instruction program. Training for most publishing jobs, certainly those in editorial positions, is in effect a classical apprenticeship system, where junior people learn on the job by working as assistants to more experienced professionals. A small but increasing number of universities offer publishing classes for undergraduate or graduate students, or intensive summer courses for aspiring editors. Those at Columbia, New York University, and the University of Denver are among the best known. But they train a relative handful of applicants. Perhaps that's why there are virtually no textbooks or manuals for book editors, not counting those covering specialties such as copy editing and proofreading. One standout exception to this was the essay collection Editors on Editing, in which the veteran editor Gerald Gross gathered contributions from many leading practitioners discussing aspects of their work. First published in 19...